Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I'll be making this beautiful corset top with my recycled jean trouser, and this is the sewing tutorial on how to attach the pieces together. To our subscribers, I want to say thank you, and if you haven't subscribed, please like and subscribe to my channel. Let's jump right to it. These are all the pieces that I've cut out. I used the jean fabric and my lining piece and also the wording that I'll be using for the padding of the bra cup. I'm not attaching a bra cup to it. So these are all the pieces, and I cut out 2 pieces for each except the central front, which was 1 piece. The back piece was also 2, and I cut it out with the lining piece. And I'm going to cut from the back piece. I'll cut now and definitely cut later, because when I finish cutting it now, it was still way bigger for me, and because of the stretchiness of the jean trouser. So I'm just going to cut out 3 inches, but later on I had to cut out extra 2 inches from it because of the stretchiness. But if you are using a jean that isn't stretchy, there's no need to cut it twice. You can just cut it out once, because if you want to attach hoops to it. But I was using a zipper and it was still stretchy. That was why I was cutting it, because of the stretchiness. If you are not using the zipper, there's no need to cut it twice if the fabric you are using is not stretchy. I did that because mine was stretchy. Remember, it's a 3-piece corset, okay? So for that bra area, the bust area, you have to use the pattern that you have, and I'm attaching the wording to each piece because I'm using wording. If you are using a bra cup, is different. You have to just attach maybe hair stay or paper stay to it. So iron it up, and this is it after ironing. Can you see the pieces? You see the smaller ones and the bigger ones. Also, these are the lining pieces that I have. So you have to use your pattern paper, to be able to know which is which and how to place them. That's what I'm doing here right now. We'll be attaching the 2-piece, the number 2 to number 3, and on my pattern paper I marked the method, the way you have to join them together. So I've pinned it, or I'm going to pin it up this way now. Can you see what I'm doing? Just follow what I'm doing. Do the same thing for the lining piece, then flip it up and pin it. Okay, you see what I did now? I had to join it with the pattern paper. So you stitch the 2 sides together that you marked, then do the same thing for the other side. Remember, we have 2 each because we have to bust, so you have 2 each. So stitch the side that you pin with 1/2 inch and iron it up before we attach the 3rd layer. Do the same thing for the lining piece. This is it after stitching. This is it. So I'm going to notch it, and I'm going to use my pressing iron to iron it up, and it's going to give me that beautiful fitting that I want. So notch yours and iron it up. After ironing it up, this is what we have. Can you see it? It has come up a bit. It's not flat. So this is it. What you are going to do now, we will be attaching the upper part, and I did not throw away the other part of the pattern that I had. So pin it up. The curved area, you have to look at your pattern paper to be able to understand it. So you'll be pinning from the smaller part to the bigger part. So take your time while pinning so that you'll be able to understand it. I took it to my sewing machine and joined the 1st layer to the 2nd and 3rd layer. When you are done, that place that we join, you have to notch it and iron it up. Okay, iron it up with that bra base that you have for ironing. So notch it, open it up and iron it. We are done with the cup area. It's time to attach it to the bottom part. So you have to do the same thing that you did for the main piece for the lining piece. As you can see, this is the lining piece. I'll be using zipper for my own, but if you want to use hoops and drawsticks at the back, you'll be able to wear it as a reversible top. But I don't want to do that because it's just my jean and I want to wear the jean. So if I'm doing something else, I will do that. For the front, remember the cut on fold area, that's the central front. Then we have the two sides. So you take the two sides, open it up, and remember the two sides you cut two pieces. So you'll be joining it now to the central front. Pin it together and stitch the sides that you'll be joining. After stitching, it's time to attach the bra cup. So you are going to attach the smaller part to the central front area while the bigger part to the side. So that is how it was on the pattern, so that is how it's going to be now. So start pinning it up, pin it up. Be very careful that everything that you are pinning align with each other. So I pin it up and everything was very okay. All the parts joined together. So do the same thing for yours and stitch it. After stitching, do the same thing for the other side and the lining piece. After stitching the front area, we'll be attaching the back to the front. Okay, so this is it. And can you see the pocket design at the back? I actually love this. I love the pocket effect, and I left it that way though. So this is the front. We've joined the cup to it, and this is how it looks. So what you are going to do now is you'll be attaching the sides to the front, the back side to the front side, and pin it up and stitch both sides together. After stitching it, this is how it looks, and we'll start attaching our boning piece to it. So you iron everything out and bring out your boning piece and attach it. If you are going to attach the bra boning, you have to stitch it up. You see that part after stitching, you just stitch it up. Can you see what I was trying to do? You have to stitch it and insert it. But I'm not attaching mine. I just wanted to show you, just in case you want to attach that bra boning to make it stand at that bra area. So you stitch it up, but I'm just going to put the design for it, the effect, but I won't be attaching it. Okay, so do the same thing for yours, and that is for those that want to attach the bra boning to their corset. After stitching, this is how it looks. You can attach it before stitching or attach it after stitching, but I'm not doing that. I just wanted you to know how to attach the bra boning. After stitching, it's time to attach the boning to it. So you stitch it, fold it and stitch. You can use bias, but I just flip it to one side and stitch the sides together so that I'll be able to attach the boning piece to it. So do the same thing for yours. I'm going to be very fast on this side because of how lengthy the video is, so just bear with me. Take out your boning piece after stitching and attach it. So while attaching the boning, always make sure is you give half an inch for sewing allowance. Please always make sure, if not it's going to have that it's going to be so big and it'll be giving you pokey effect. To just be poking you whenever you put it on. So I'm going to attach mine. After attaching it, we'll be joining the lining piece to the main fabric. You can leave yours this way, but I'm attaching boning to the central front. So I'll be using my bias to sew at the back of the main fabric. So after doing that, I'll just attach the boning together. In order for me to save time, I attach the boning and the bias together. So I place the bias and also add the boning while stitching, and just stitch everything together because it's stitchable boning. If it's the other one, you have to place it after attaching the bias. This is it after attaching the boning piece. So take your lining piece and pin it front side facing front side, pin everything together and stitch. So we are using it to turn it, right? So you stitch it the first time, then notch it round and stitch again. So it's going to be very fast. After stitching it that way, you turn it and do the same way. You see the way it is now. After you stitch the upper part, you stitch the bottom part and also the side. For the side, you have to give a bit of space for turning. Okay, you give a bit of space for turning, but if you are adding hoops to it, there's no need to stitch the side. It's because I'm adding zipper, that's why I'm stitching the side. So if you're attaching hoops, don't stitch the sides. You open it up, turn it and iron it and attach your hoops to it. Okay, I'm going to do a video on how to do that soon so that you'll be able to understand it. Okay, because my jean was not enough for hoops, that was why I just went ahead and attached zipper to it. This is it after I've stitched all the parts together. What you are going to do, that part that you left as an opening, you turn it out, okay, and iron it very neatly before you attach your zipper. So I did not show you how I attach my zipper. I just went ahead, iron it and attach the zipper to it. I'm going to show you how it looks after attaching the zipper. This is how it looks after I've attached the zip, and you see the pocket effect. This is the front area. This is how it looks. I'm done stitching it and it's looking so pretty. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching today's tutorial. Please support us by liking and subscribing to our channel. I love the effect on it. I love the jean pants effect on it. This is the inside. You can use it as a reversible top if you did not use zip, if you use the hoops on it. Bye guys, stay blessed.